In this video, we're going to help you get up and down stairs easier. The first thing we're going to do is look at a modified way to get up and down stairs. That way you can get up and down if you've got a bad leg, a bad knee. We're also going to go through a couple of exercises to improve your strength so that you can get up and down those stairs easier. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Dallin Hansen, a doctor of physical therapy, and I advise you always consult with your physician before starting a new exercise program. That being said, let's get started. The first thing we're going to look at is modification to get up and down stairs. First of all, if you have rails, use them. Second, if you've got a leg that's worse than the other, whether it's the right leg or the left leg, I'm going to pretend like my left leg is my strong leg, my right leg is my weak leg. So what I will do is I will step up with the strong leg and I will push through, bringing the weaker leg behind. Then I will bring the stronger leg up and push through. To go down, I'm going to use my strong leg to stay on the stair and control my ability to go down. Once the weaker leg is on the stair, I can bring the strong leg down. So you lead with the weak leg on the way down, and you lead with the strong leg on the way up. The way I like to tell patients is good goes to heaven, or good stays in heaven. So the good leg goes up, up to heaven, pulls the weaker one. The good one goes up, pulls the weaker one. And then on the way down, the good one, the strong one, stays up in heaven. And the weaker one goes down. And then you come down. The strong one stays up in heaven and the weaker one goes down. The reason you do it this way is because this gives you more control. If you're stepping down with the weaker leg, it could buckle out on you. Or if you're stepping up with the weaker leg, it could buckle. It may not have enough strength or power to push you up. So remember, the good one or the strong one goes to heaven and stays in heaven. If you have any questions on that, leave it in the comments. Otherwise, let's start on the next exercise. All right, this next exercise, this is to help build your strength for stair climbing. I've got a small box here, but you can use a textbook, a thick book, or you can also use a stair if you've got a small stair in your house. Make sure you've got something to hang on to if you need. Don't want you to have any falls with this. You can use your arms to balance yourself. But we're going to go up and down on this stair. First, we're going to focus on going up. The leg you want to strengthen first, you're going to put up and on. And you're just going to work on pushing up and then going back down slowly. Pushing up and then back down slowly. Pushing up. You'll notice this leg is doing the pushing. Okay? I'm going to turn it around here. Pushing up with the leg. I'm not going up on my toe and pushing through this back leg. I'm leaving that foot kind of neutral as it pushes up and comes up to the box. And then same thing on the way down. I'm not reaching down with my toe and controlling it with the back leg, but instead the leg on the box is doing all the work. You want to make sure to do both the right and the left. If this is easy, grab a slightly taller book or box. And same thing. Control, 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 control. Next, what you're going to do similar, but instead of the foot coming from behind, the leg is still going to control, but it's going to go out front. You'll notice, again, I'm not pushing through this leg. I'm controlling with the leg on the box. You want to do both sides. Control, 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 up and down. I want to show you from this angle here. As I come down, I want to try to keep that knee in line with the foot. I don't want it to come in. You might find as you go down, it goes in or out. Try to control it. Keep it right in front. Start light. Start with just a few repetitions. Maybe 5, 10. Work your way up to 10, 15, or even 20. You want to do as many of these repetitions as you have stairs, or as potential stairs you want to go up and down. A standard staircase is probably going to have anywhere from 10 to 15 stairs. So make sure you can do at least 10 or 15 nice controlled repetitions. You want to make sure you can do it with both legs. If it's too much with the big box, again, use a smaller one. Smaller is too easy, use a little bit bigger. And then one more exercise. All right. Anybody who knows me knows I love the sit to stand. The sit to stand is a great exercise because it works the large muscle groups of the lower extremity. It's a modified squat. It's a squat with a safety net. You can go up and down. You can also give yourself assistance by pushing off of the armrests and reaching back for the armrests. Try as much as you can to push out of the legs to improve your independence and strength, but use the arms as needed for safety and for ability to execute the task. If this starts to get easy, cross your arms and then touch and back up. Touch and back up, just barely touch. When you go back down on a sit to stand, I want you to land like a butterfly landing on a flower, so graceful, so gentle. I don't want any of this up and down. I want you to go up and down. If it's too hard to get up and down from a chair, even if you're trying to push and it's still kind of a struggle, something you can do to modify, a foam pad. They make these foam pads, they sell them on Amazon, they're pretty cheap. Put it in your chair. You can use a pillow too if you want. I like the foam pad because they're fairly firm. That brings you up a little bit. That's going to make it a little bit easier to get up and down because you're not going to be fighting so much gravity. But by building the muscles in your legs, you'll be able to get up and down stairs easier. So remember, the modifications, when you're going up, your good leg is going up to heaven. When you're going down, the good leg is staying up in heaven. So it's always good in heaven. Remember, easy to remember. Next, you're working on those controlled taps off the box. Both forward and backwards, work both left and right. And sit to stands, working the major muscle groups of the lower extremities to build that power to be able to get up and down. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments or tips or tricks that you like to use, please leave them in the comments section. That helps me and others. So we'll catch you next time. Thank you.